So they had an independent living program at my treatment center. I was way too young to be in it, and it was probably the only kind of helpful thing they had there. The guy who ran it was this short guy who looked like the biker version of the grandpa from Rugrats. He was older, but he looked like way older than his real age. I think he was 50, but he looked like he was in his 70s. He used to be a staff member at my cottage, but this was an easier job for him. Like, he worked one shift in our cottage and he fell asleep. Again, just like the grandpa from Rugrats. I'm amazed kids didn't die under his watch. He had this woman who ran the program with him. She was very short and looked like a Muppet meets a John Waters character. There was one kid who was like such an autistic stereotype in the program. He was 19 and he'd been in our cottage, like, has a 19-year-old. Like, he was my roommate for a short time. And he'd been there for over like 4 years. He was basically a lifer. And when you're a minor living with a 19-year-old roommate, that's kind of weird. He looked like a young Zach Galifianakis, like beard and all. He would wear like a t-shirt tucked in with either like a cargo pants or pants with camo. And the t-shirt was like a wolf shirt. You know, like what kids in middle school wear. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those like wolf graphic shirts that middle schoolers wear? I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about. He probably couldn't handle the responsibility of independent living. Like, he didn't actually. He liked people taking care of him. He's probably still not independent. Like, he would come to class, like, late, like, after lunch, because he would sleep in or play video games, and then he'd get praised for coming to class at 1 p.m., which school's almost over, dude. And he would get praised for not even doing the bare minimum, and then just playing his Game Boy for the rest of the class time. And I would call him out on it, saying, like, being you must be such an easy job. And I used to have like zero filter, even less than I have now, and I get pulled aside and a staff member would, like, talk to me about why what I did was inappropriate. Like, they knew I was right, but they would talk to me about doing a social fake, which is basically lying to get along with people. You know, that's a life skill. Anyway, like and subscribe for more treatment tales because I'm a social fake.